Hey guys, it's February 12th, 2020. I'm Kimberly Jolly from the Fat Quarter Shop FlossTube, and I'm super excited. It's the week of Valentine's Day, and we put together a free pattern for you guys just because we love you so much. So this is our new floss that will go with it so you can kind of see the colors. And this is our free chart. If you search Candy Heart on our website, you can download the free chart, or you can get it in the link below. And you can see that we have 5 colorways so that you can make it 5 different ways. And here's the floss if you want to buy the floss, and I'm going to show you. They're all stitched up. So we've got yellow, pink, purple. So we stitched these on the Cloud 25 count Lugana by Holt. And we're going to finish these into something. So super cute, just a great thank you for you guys, just a big shout out. And so when you finish them, you could finish them horizontally. You could stitch them vertically. Let me see that board. I can show it on that board. So you could kind of, can you zoom out? Sorry, you could do something super cute like this. You could do this. Or you could do 4x4, or you could actually do 3x3. So super cute, just brand new free pattern. Available on Fat Quarter Shop, and we have a floss pack. So that's our happy Valentine's Day to you guys. I was gonna say happy Thanksgiving. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, don't know. And so we would love if you stitched it to share it on social media. Again, it looks really good on the white. The cloud. It looks really good on white. So you could do white Ada, you could do cloud 25 count Lugana by Holt, but white is going to be your best look for that. So I can't wait to see what you guys stitch with our free pattern. Super, super, super exciting.
Yeah, people are saying that they're so adorable. Everyone's excited. Some people have already downloaded the pattern. And then great comment from Stitch Time Pittsburgh. Time is in like the herb. They said, I'm at the hairdresser watching.
Yay!
Awesome.
Oh my gosh, how are you? Is a lady watching too? Hi, lady cutting your hair.
Hello.
I want to give a big shout out to Cody because Cody designed it, and then Shelby, Denise, and Cheryl for stitching those pieces. But I do think it would look really good if we did like a 3x3 or a 2x2. Super, super cute. We are on this Friday, which is Valentine's Day, is going to be week 2 of Bloomtopia. So this is our Bloomtopia chart. Priscilla from the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch finished it for us. And this is week 2 right here. And so we're going to show you a zoomed in photo of that. So that is your zoomed in photo without the borders. And so that's going to be a free chart that you can get on our blog on Friday, which is Valentine's Day. We have raised $33,638 for Make-A-Wish. I'm so, so, so excited. Thank you, everyone. And now I'm going to show you just some things that other people have stitched. So if you're interested in joining and you haven't joined yet, you can see what other colors people are using in terms of like thread and floss. This is a completely free chart that will be on Fat Quarter Shop forever, but it's releasing between now and June of this year, completely free, and we just asked for a $15 donation to Make-A-Wish. All of the links are in the comments below and all over our website. So I'm going to show you what everybody's stitching. So that is Calvin, Mr. Calvin. Oh, okay. And this is Priscilla's that she sent this morning. So she's got part 2 and part of part 3 done. And she's got her colors there, so if you're interested in stitching. And that is our buffalo check Lugana that she got from us, and I think it's the gray color. So if you want to make it like Priscilla's, you can. Her blog is right there. You can go check out her blog. And Calvin, he's like looking at you like, I'm gonna get you. He's a bad egg. See the little the Ray Dunn mug. That's so funny.
So cute.
And then this is Josie So Handmade. Super cute. So she is using, it looks like she's using the pewter 25 count Lugana that we're using and our thread pack, which is available, everything. I have everything kind of in my little pack right here. And this is the Academic Stitcher, and so she's doing more of an Americana theme, and it looks like she's got, if you look at her DMC, she's got like an older DMC in there. She's got like the older label, so you can tell she's cross-stitched forever, and that's going to be really nice. I like that cloth. I think it might be Stormy Blue. And this is Stitching Scotty, super cute. And EPLP 1702, and she changed Cherry Tomato to 3722 DMC. And then Run Rose 8. She said she wasn't sure if she liked it on light blue. She didn't know if she was going to like the light blue on this fabric, but after seeing it, she likes it. So she used the called for colors, and she used light Oatmeal Ada. Super cute. And then this is Sonja Stitcher. Super cute. I totally forgot about allowing space to stitch the border until Kimberly mentioned it, so I will have some, but it will be tight. So the border is right here. It's a really small border, but you do want to leave room for it. And this is Southpaw Stitcher. Oh my goodness.
That's so cute.
I know. Did she braid the floss?
I think she did.
That is awesome. I could, if I braided that floss, I would not be able to unbraid it. So you go, Southpaw Stitcher. Oh my goodness. And then Shell Trails.
Look at that little needle minder. That's so cute.
I know, I think it's from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, I think. She sells those.
That makes sense. Very cute pumpkin pie.
And then Mrs. Paulson. She's got a purple look. So she's got a purple look, and it looks like she's changing some of the colors, and she's trying Sulky thread. And so Sulky has like a, I don't exactly remember what it's called, but they have a floss that's like embroidery floss. So, and then Jenny Bodine, so she's just like ready to go.
Go Jenny.
And she's going to make her donation and catch up. And then a little farm quilt. So she's using DMC. She's using the same as me. So super cute. And Michelle Hellman, super cute. So she's got these little paper bobbins that she wound her floss on. And then Life So Crazy, super cute. She's got some purple in there, or lavender. Mm-hmm. And then Stitch That Itch. Stitch That Itch, yeah, Stitch That Itch. Okay, so she's using the same fabric that Priscilla's using, but the floss that we recommended. So that's pretty cool. She's like mixing between the two. And then Deborah Henderson, 85, super cute.
That's a good photo.
And she's using the little floss away bags to hold her floss in.
Oh. Yay.
Super cute. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm super excited that we have raised that much money. We have met our goal. So I'm super, super, super thankful and super excited that we're like actually making a difference.
All right. Deborah Henderson said, cute shirt. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, thanks. You know, when I walked in, they said, you're all dressed up for Valentine's Day. And I actually changed clothes a bunch this morning because I just didn't like the way I looked. So.
Well, this is an excellent choice. It goes with the theme.
I actually didn't know that Valentine's Day was Friday. They just told me. So I have a gift for Emma, but I got to get a gift for my boys. And then, I mean, Kevin, I just get him cookies every year. So that's easy.
Oh.
He just wants food.
Tracy Thompson says, will the Bloomtopia bags be coming back in stock?
Yes. Okay, so this is the Bloomtopia bag, and it will come back in stock in about a month. And we still have the thread pack. So there's AuriFloss and DMC. And this is the pewter 25 count Lugana that I used. And then in here you can see this is how your pattern will look this week. So this is week 1. And then when it releases on Friday, when you download it, you're going to see week 1 and week 2. So you'll get both of them. So if you haven't started and you download Friday, you'll get both of them at the same time. So you can really see like how many stitches away you need to make everything. So super easy to use.
Candy Cruz says, will Kevin be making a cameo on Alive?
I told him he had to because we met our goal, and he was like, no, I meant 50,000 from the customers. And I was like, well, that's not what you said. So we're going to like do it. We just have to like figure it out because he's very shy. Like when I say shy, he doesn't talk. Like we could go a whole day and he just doesn't talk. He just doesn't talk. He talks to his kids. I mean, he kind of talks to me. He just doesn't talk. I mean, that's just how he is. So he's like, what am I going to say? I'm like, I don't know. So I don't know. We're kind of, he is going to have to do it now, but I have to figure out how he's going to do it.
Yes. All right. Janae Combs was asking, how did you come to meet Priscilla and Chelsea from the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch origin story, please?
I basically just emailed them and was like, hey, would you like to work together? And I was like, can I have your address? I'll mail you some stuff. Because we have like a promo list where we work with a lot of people and we mail them like when there's a new pattern so they can, either stitch it or show it, or they don't have to do anything with it. Sometimes we mail stuff to people and we never hear anything, and that's totally fine too. And then I just was like, hey, do you want to film? Do you want to do something? And I think I freaked Priscilla out because I was like, I'll fly to you. And they were like, I think I freaked her out, but now we're just friends. So I don't know, like if you, like, I'm not very shy. Well, I guess, yeah, like if I want something or I'll just ask. Like you can only say no. Like I always tell my kids, like if you want something in life, like you have to go for it. You have to do it. Mm-hmm. If you sit there thinking people can read your mind, you're going to get nowhere. And, honestly, I wasn't going to email them, but I had watched. And one time Chelsea she said Fat Quarter Shop. And she said, I don't know, Kimberly. She said my name. And I was like, oh, they know who I am. I'm going to email them. Yay. I was like, so I had gone back and watched like older ones. And it was their Quilt As You Go. And so they had been promoting that. And I had no idea they'd been promoting it. And so I was like, oh, well, yeah, they'll answer me. So
yeah, I remember the first time they popped onto one of our live streams in the comments, like Denise and I, but we're both kind of freaking out. Well, especially Denise, because she's like an OG fan. And I was like, I know who they are, so this is very exciting.
It's so funny.
Good times. Yeah, it was back when we were live streaming in the other room.
Yes, before Kevin kicked me out of my room. He was like, you have to get out of your office. I'm tired of being quiet. Okay, so Quilty Love, we are on week 5. So we're gonna pop up the schedule. This is the very, very last week. So honestly, you don't even really need to see it. But this is our very last week. This is the pattern from Lori Holt. So here is the pattern. It is a Lori Holt pattern, and so we have finished our stitch log. And so I'm gonna show you everything first, like all of everything we've been working on. All of the everything, and then I'm going to show you how to attach the rick-rack. So first I'm going to just show you like everything and then do the rick-rack. So this is the pattern. Lori Holt is the designer. This is I made this one, like 2 years ago when we first designed it, and then I decided to go ahead and make a smaller version and frame it. So Lily's putting that video together. It's going to be ready in about a week. So I just put this together. We literally filmed like a 4 or 5 minute video. I mean, it literally took me like 4 or 5 minutes, but I just made a smaller version, and this is the back, and it's just sticky board. And sticky board, let's talk about sticky board. Sticky board we're getting more. It is a slow process. Not as many people carry it, but soon, like I would say like a couple months, we should have it all the time. So we're kind of working on that behind the scenes. We, meaning Denise, is doing that for me. So this is mine. I got that done. Super, super, super excited. This one is Cheryl's. So she did hers in blues and whites, and I am going to demo adding the rick-rack to hers. Really, really pretty. And so the colors she used are 931 and 3725. And she used ecru, the same, or maybe she used white. White. Okay, so that is that, and then I'm going to show you pop-ups of everyone's, and then I'm going to show you like a little demo on the Rick Rack, and if you want me to sew a button on, I can do that too. So Java Girl Stitches, she has a YouTube channel, and she's doing red, white, and blue, and she's almost done. She's got her Rick Rack ready to go. That is Lori Holt's vintage trim, and it's the small. It looks like this, and it's what I'm going to demo putting on. Super cute. I can't wait to see how she finishes it. And then this is Stitching in the Barn, and oh my gosh, I love those little X's. It's so cute. And I like how she put the Rick Rack on 2 of them, and then on 2 of them she just did X's, because that is super original. And she also has a YouTube channel. And then this is Dot Dot Goose. This is Denise's. It's Notre Dame, right?
Ashley?
Packers. Green Bay Packers,
Okay.
sorry. Super. I messed it up every week, sorry. And she found some yellow and green buttons to match, so super cute. And then Jana Glosson, she is a customer. And I really like that. It's like a little book stand that she put hers on, and you can see that she only did like 1 row. Then she did some cross stitches in the middle. So she kind of did the same thing where she just took a pattern, she changed the color, she changed the design, she added lace. She totally made it her own. So sometimes, you know, if you don't have as much time, you don't want to make the whole thing, you can like totally just make it your own. Super cute. And then Julie Stubbs, super cute. So she's got hers finished, and she has it in her frame, so that looks really good. And then on the side, she's got the Country Cottage Needleworks February. She's got a quilt. She's got her whole little table decorated for Valentine's Day, which is what I need to do, maybe next year. And then Joe Sew Handmade, super cute. I love this frame, the intricacy of the wood. I really like that. I'm not sure where she got it. Does it say? No, but it's super cute. So if y'all want to know, just comment on her Instagram and she can tell you. But I love the intricacy of that frame, and I love how it's just very white. And see, she didn't put the Rick Rack. So if you watch the Rick Rack tutorial in a second and you don't like it, see how good it looks without it. You don't have to do it. And this is Mrs. Paulson, and we've been showing hers every week. And what she did in between is she did a satin stitch instead of a cross stitch. So just like an up and down stitch. So that's something different you could do. And Autumn Hollow Stitch, she's doing a red, white, and blue, and she's doing that on kind of an oatmeal color. I really like it. And then if you're somebody who doesn't decorate for Valentine's Day, you could do this in red, white, and blue. And then, you know, you're already ready for July 4th if you're in America. And then Scrap Patches, super cute. So she's using a Q-snap, and she's added a touch of green. And then on her hearts that are on the row, you can see that like right here, it's just a regular heart. See my finger over here? But see, she added a little outline to her heart. So that's something different you could do. And Alia follows the sun. That's super cute. I like that color. And then Sharon Svensson, so she's already ready to go. And it looks like she put some little notions on her frame. And see, she didn't do the Rick Rack either. So if the Rick Rack scares you, you totally don't have to do it. And then Kendra Elliott, hers is so cute. It looks like Easter. So she's like really ready to go. She's like she's like ahead by 2 months. Super cute. And this is So Crochet Mama. I love those colors. And then she did one heart upside down. So that is really cute. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
See? She and she did a different color,
Yeah.
and she like put upside down. So that's super cute.
It's adorable.
And she's trying to decide if she's going to do the Rick Rack too. And then this is Elizabeth Fisher, 9754, and she did our colors, but then she made the hearts instead of red, she did white and pink. And then Lori Griffin, 68. I love hers. Hers is like sunshine. And it looks like what she did, and I remember seeing this one, is she on the frame, on the insert of the frame, she put fabric, and then she used sticky board, mounted it on sticky board, and then put that on top of the fabric. So it's actually like a little bit different, and I like it. It looks good, and I like how she did the orange, yellow, and white hearts, all different. And then C59 Nolan, and so she's got Halloween. So see, oh my gosh, that looks so good. She's the first Halloween I've seen. And then Fiona's Craft Cottage. Oh, that frame is amazing. And so she did the same thing. She got a frame, she put fabric on the back of that frame, and then she put sticky board and mounted it on top. And she's got the rickrack going. She's got the large vintage trim around the outside and then the small vintage trim on the inside. And then Joan of Arc ED, right?
Arc? Yeah.
Joan of Arc. So she did the vintage trim, and she did it a little bit different. She did the large vintage trim, so you can see how that looks if you want to do like a bigger trim. And then Alicia Stoutenberg, super cute. I think it's similar to the other one we just saw.
Mm-hmm.
And then Karen Scherer, super cute. And then Crystal Baird, oh my gosh, I love that green, super cute.
I still love the pink.
And then the Academic Stitcher. Okay, so she, I'm trying to, what did she do on her stitches? Let's see. Tiny black and gray buttons. I'm not sure how she did her stitches right there. I don't know if that's rickrack or not. We'll have to ask her. And then Diane Morrissey. So she is our winner. And so it looks like she's doing autumn colors. So she is our winner. So yay. So I'm going to move my chair. And we're going to can I see the pattern too? Yeah. Okay, so in the pattern, there are instructions on how to do this. So if you have purchased the pattern, don't worry, everything is in the pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Lori's vintage trim, and I'm just going to cut a really wide piece so that I have enough on each side when I finish it, so that if it's a frame, I have enough. Just cut enough. And you can use any color thread here to start attaching it. On mine, I used pink. On this one, I'm going to do a light blue, the same light blue that's here. And you could do dark, you could do the darker blue, you can do whichever you like. I'm going to start with 2 strands of DMC. I'll just pull them apart because that's what you're supposed to do. Put them back together. So I've got 2 strands. I'm going to join my ends together where they touch. So that is going to create 4 strands and the loop method. So I've got a loop at the end. So I'm going to thread my needle and hope that it will thread, because every time I'm on camera, it doesn't want to thread. So you will need just whatever regular needle you used when you stitched your project. It's just the same needle. You don't need anything special. So now I've got it threaded. I've got 4 strands and I've got a loop at the end. So you just need to figure out the center of where you're going. So this is kind of my center. You've got 3, so you got 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 7 stitches in between each. So you'll start on the center would be the 4th, because you would have 3, 1, and 3 to have 7, and you just figure out that center. I'm just going to go up to that area, and I'll just start over here. I'll pull this out. I'm just gonna lay my rickrack right there, and I'm gonna go over 1 stitch. So I will just move my rickrack and I'm gonna go over just like I'm gonna do a cross stitch.
There we go.
Okay, and then I'm gonna just put this here. And the hardest part really is starting this. So just kind of leave that there. Go to the back. Put your needle in your loop. And that's going to secure it. I'm going to go back over. And this is kind of a slow process. I'm not using pins or anything, and what I found is if you skip over 2 stitches, so if you pull that up and you go over 2 stitches, skip, and then you pull it up here, right there, go over. So I'm kind of cheating. You can see I'm cheating. I'm pulling this out of the way. I'm going to go over just like I'm doing a half stitch. And then go down, and that's going to create a cross. That's going to just keep, and you just want to gently tug. You don't want to tug too tight because you don't want it to be too tight. Now I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to go over two from the front, so skip 1. And then pull the thread up here. So I'm really paying more attention to my cloth than my rickrack because it's going to fall nicely. Then you're going to go over like a half stitch, like your first cross. So from here, you're going to go here. And you just, oops, you gotta have your rickrack in there. And so Lori Holt's small vintage trim fits really nicely in here.
And can you remind us what cloth you're stitching on?
AC 18 oatmeal.
Okay, this is vintage cloth, oatmeal, 10 count, Lori Holt's. And so you'll just keep going. So again, just skip over from the front, look. I'm gonna do it one more time. So see where you came in before is right here. I'm gonna skip this one. I'm gonna go to here. Pull up. Go over like you're doing a half stitch and come down. And then as you go, you just adjust your rickrack to fall in there. And you just keep going. So let me know if you'll have any questions before I switch. And it's super, you know, what you could do is you could take a practice piece of cloth to practice, or you could practice at the very bottom of your piece if you're nervous to just see what it looks like. And if you don't like it, you don't have to add it. You could just do some straight stitches and all those examples I just showed you. You could do a satin stitch, you could do a half stitch, you could do buttons. I'm gonna attach a button for you real quick just to show you how I attach buttons. So this is Lori Holt's cute little buttons. It's a little pack. And I'll just open it. Yay, I get to open it and then I get to take it home because I have these all over my house. Emma always says, why do you have so many of these buttons? So, and to store these, it's really cute. You could just put it in a jar. So I'm going to just pull a white button out because I think that'll show better. So what I'll do is I'll start with 2 strands. Sorry. 2 strands. Pull it over. So now I have 4 strands with a loop. I'm going to thread my needle. And then you're going to want to put, let's just say we're going to put a button here in the center. just going to find your center. And what I do, 1, 2, 3, 4, you just want to find your center. I'm going to go up one hole. You can use white thread. You could use white or a colored thread, whatever you think. And then I'm going to go over, come up, go through my loop, so that secures it to the back, and it's somehow centered. So from there you can either leave it or you can go through one more time. So if you do that, you would want to come up the same hole you did before, go through, it gets harder when you start doing it twice. I usually only do it once, but on here and then you just want to pull it really taut. And then on the back, I would just go through like maybe 5 stitches, pull it through, pull it really taut, and cut it. So that is how I would do a button. Yay!
Oh, Cherry Gingham was asking if we can see the back of what your stitches look like.
Okay, I can show you the back of these stitches. These are Cheryl's stitches, but yes, they're going to be better than mine. And I can show you on some other things. There we go. So what she does when she finishes is she runs her thread through previous stitches. Does she start with the loop method? No. So she starts and stops different than I do. I'm not really sure what she does, but I know that she uses less floss than I do because we've been testing our Stitch Quarterly patterns. Okay. Yay! So thank you to Cheryl for letting me stitch on her piece. Sorry. Boop, boop, boop. I'm gonna do sound effects. So yeah, I hope that has been helpful. You know, when you're doing, my best advice would be when you're doing rickrack or buttons, just make sure you're in a good mood because they're harder to do. And sometimes if you're in like not the best mood and then you try to do something harder, you're just gonna get agitated. So I would just make sure, you know, have some iced tea, have a cookie, have a Thin Mint. And then do it, or just wait until you're like in the right mindset because you know you don't want to get frustrated, and it isn't really as hard or as intimidating as it looks. You know, when Lori did mine, I was so scared. I was like, I don't want to do it. So Lori actually did this for me because she's my BFF and she does that, and she did the buttons. So that was really helpful for me. But if you don't have a Lori in your life, I just got a little lucky with that.
Yeah. Oh, they were asking if they could see the back of the rickrack attachment. I think we can show that up to the camera.
You want to hold it? Okay. Okay, so sorry. So I did cut the thread off, but I'll hold this right there, right here. So you can see that it looks like a half stitch, and I'm just skipping every other, and then I'll go to the front. Of course yeah.
Okay, I guess we have more questions.
Okay.
Let's see. Marilyn LePage says, I know this has been asked before, but the thread holders behind you on the wall, they hold 60 threads. Where are they available, and can you mix threads and floss in the same holder? Thank you.
Okay, 60. These, I think that these are June Taylor thread holders that you could get at Joann's, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They're just something standard. And then what we did, let me just take a couple of spools off. So can you zoom in there?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
So when you buy it, it's brown. But we painted it white. So this, if you saw this in like Joann's or Michael's or whatever kind of store y'all have, it's brown. We spray painted it so that it would look better on the wall.
And does it fit the like the AuriFloss spools?
Yes, it's just you would have. We'll put some up here. You will have more space. Let me just take some off and then. Thank you.
Oh.
So you would have a lot of space there. So it might look a little funny. To me, it would look a little funny.
All right.
Thanks. But you could just totally DIY. And then this, we just put nails in the wall, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're nailed down.
Yeah, it's nothing fancy. Just some paint.
Yeah, took some alignment if you want to do like the rows, how we have it.
And
like
some measuring.
Measuring, yeah. Okay. From Becky Scheller, Kimberly, any suggestions for someone who has a struggle with spatial placement? I figured out I have such trouble counting and figuring out where I need to go.
Then I would kind of start with a 10 count or a 14 count and just start small. Do a smaller project. What I do when I'm stitching is I always triple count. Sometimes I quadruple count because I'm so scared of putting everything in the wrong spot. So I will make my first stitch and then I will count. And sometimes I will use a guide twice. So like if I was adding here, I might count from the left. I might count from what's up here. I might do a double count just to kind of make sure I am really in the same spot. But I would say a bigger holes would be easier just to kind of get the feel of it.
All right. From Sharon Berkemeyer, will there be another sew-along besides Bloom-Topia similar to Quilty Love?
We have a sew-along coming up called Prim Village. We are going to take a poll on that next week, and that's going to be super fun. So you can look forward to that next week. And I'll talk more about all the details of that next week, but it will be a Lori Holt sew-along. We also have the Parade of Homes that we're doing right now that we show on the last Wednesday of each month where you can sew any kind of pattern that has a house in it and call it FQS Parade of Homes. So we're always doing lots of sew-alongs.
All right. Oh, also Lori Holt had said, great job, Kimberly. It looks perfect.
Oh, thanks. Now she knows I can't send it to her next time.
All right. Oh, the academic stitcher had said, thanks for the shout outs. I did a small satin stitch going going side to side, alternating black and white instead of the rickrack.
Yeah.
And then Papro had also said, thanks for the shout out. I am Scrap Patches. I have more stitch on my Quilty Love and hope to have it finished too. I use the fabric from the Cupid box for my color inspiration.
Yay!
Oh, that's awesome. And Cherry Gingham said, she was asking about the back of the stitches. We got that. Kathy Ubiles had said, will you be offering the magazine that is featuring the Housewives of Cross Stitch?
Yes.
Yay.
Yes. And we will also have a thread pack for you. And we will also have the fabric that they used in theirs. And when that magazine comes out, we will come in and we will say, okay, here's the magazine. Here's the exact fabric they use. And here is the floss pack so that you can get all of that. So if anybody's wondering what that is, Priscilla and Chelsea of the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch, they made the cover of Primitive Stitches, Primitive something magazine. Primitive, we'll look it up real quick. We'll look up the exact name. And so they just found out that they made the cover. And so we emailed them and said, hey, can we get the colors that you're going to use? Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. And so we will have the magazine, we will have thread packs, and we already have the fabric. Ooh. But when we get the magazine, I mean, obviously we will have it all in front of us and we can show it all to you. Yes. It's super cute. It's like a little barn and a little chicken and little tulips. It's like a tulip house. Oh. It's on our coming soon page if you want to see it.
And let's see, Holly O'Brien was asking, I'm using 14 count Ada. Will the rickrack be too big?
I don't think so. I don't think it'll be too big. You might have to skip 2 stitches or something like that, but I do not think it will be too big.
All right. Vicky Robles, she had a funny comment, and I forget what the context is now, but we added it here. And she was saying, because she had commented that her husband was watching this with her, and she said, "Now my hubby is singing 'If I Was a Rich Man,' LOL," while you were stitching. So
That's
I think
funny.
there was something happening in conversation. Vicky, if you could tell us, please, because I remember finding it very funny.
That's funny.
All
Isn't
right.
that Elton John? If I was a rich girl. That's all
Is
the
it?
words. Yeah, if I was a rich girl. Anyway, that's how it goes. I'm showing my age. Lily and
I love
are,
Elton John.
I don't know if it's him, but I mean, it's from the 80s. It's from the 80s. It's like an old song. If I was a rich man. It's a man singing it.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All
I'll
right.
sing it for you.
Yes. Comment below if you know who sings the song. Enlighten me, please.
If it's Elton John, I'm going to be so impressed with myself, but I'm sure it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about music. Kevin is like the music connoisseur. He knows everything. He's got my kids listening to the Beatles. Like, he's got them. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, they know
Elton-
stuff about the Beatles, and I'm like, how do you know that? And
Yeah.
Kevin teaches them all this stuff.
Elton John actually just won an Oscar last Sunday.
I didn't watch it.
I watch it every year.
You know why I didn't watch it? Because I don't know. I don't watch any of the movies. I did watch the documentary section, and I was mad because I'm like, okay, none of these documentaries are what is in the general, like, a lot of them are like subtitled and stuff, and I'm like, well, what about the documentaries like normal people watch? So I did watch the documentary section because I thought I'm for sure have watched all of the documentaries of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know one of them, so I was a little disappointed. They need to have an Oscars for like normal people
Yeah.
that don't know, because I mean it is all about the cinematography and all that stuff, but I don't know, I don't understand all that stuff.
Yeah. I think it's just like the more like artsy films don't get as much like publicity, so then that's why people don't go see them. But I had actually seen all the best pictures for the first time, so I was very excited.
Lily watches all of it.
I do. But I hadn't seen any of the documentaries either.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And one of them I am going to watch. It's the one that won is Obama and his wife, Michelle, and it's about American Factory, and I read all about it, so I am going to watch that one. It's about, yeah. I don't
Okay.
want to get into all that, but yeah, I did. That was the one that wasn't subtitled, so I was like, yeah, I should go watch that because it's not subtitled.
Okay, so the consensus with the song is that it's from Fiddler on the Roof, but Gwen Stefani has a cover of it, but on Google it also comes up as a song by Jerry Bach.
Okay, yeah.
It's,
See,
if
I
I
don't
was
know.
a rich man, if I was a rich man, I'm not gonna sing that. I can't do that.
I'm thinking of a
Daddle,
different
deedle,
song.
daddle.
I'm
Daddle,
thinking-
deedle, daddle.
I'm thinking of a different song than y'all are thinking of, I think.
Yeah. Lori says she thinks you're thinking of the Gwen Stefani song.
Who knows?
All right, back to questions. Angela Stoudinger says, what would be the best amount of fabric to leave on the sides for Bloomtopia to allow for border?
Can I see the pattern? So I would leave 1 to 2 inches, and then I'll explain it to you with the pattern so that it makes sense. Sorry. So if you're looking here, can you zoom in?
Yes.
So like if you're looking here, top left, I would just assume these are all stitches. So I would leave 1 to 2 inches from here. So like out here between my fingers, 1 to 2 inches, because there are going to be stitches right here that are going to come out. And if we do another one of these next year, which I know we will for Make-A-Wish, we will start with the border so that this does not happen again. Because I didn't think it was going to be, like, I don't know, I just didn't think it was going to be an issue.
Oh, okay. Some
Because you
people.
don't know, I mean, like, it's hard to, like, know everything, right? Like, we try to do our very best, but I definitely should have done that.
Okay, people are saying that they think you're thinking of Hall and Oates.
Yes!
Okay, yes.
Yes, I'm like, I am not thinking
Thanks,
Gwen
guys,
Stefani. Yes, I'm like, I'm 80s.
Denise was thinking of Gwen Stefani. That's what she said.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's hilarious.
My mom went and saw Gwen Stefani with my brother, and she was like, because she goes to Vegas all the time, and she was like, they're taking me to see Gwen Stefani. Will I like it? And I was like, do you know who that is, Mom? And I don't think she had a clue who she was.
A few other people are saying Billy Joel.
Maybe. I mean, it is like, I'm talking old. I'm going to find the song. We can't play it, obviously.
We cannot play it now.
But yes.
Okay. Someone was asking me, Lillian Bollinger was asking what I thought about Parasite. Excellent, beautiful movie. Love it.
Parasite.
That was the Oscar winner for the night. I didn't think it was gonna win.
I don't know. Is it a documentary?
It's not.
Oh, okay.
No,
then.
but it's like a social commentary on like class in South Korea. Yeah. Yeah,
She
it's
knows
great.
everything.
The director is an amazing director too. Okay, and then someone was asking me if it's easier to upload videos than pre-record them. I would say they're equally as easy to do. Yes. What do you think, Kimberly? Is it easier to do pre-recorded or live?
I like live because I have a little bit more control, and I feel like in the pre-recorded, I really mess up a lot. And I think it's because I know Lily can fix it. So, and I get really nervous for some reason. And I think it might have to do with like standing up. And like if I mess up here, I can just laugh, which I can just be silly. But like in a pre-recorded, you can't do that. And so I think it's like, it took me a long time to be able to do videos, a long time. So, okay, so brand new, came in Monday. The next chock full pattern, it is by Priscilla Blaine and Hands On Design. So Priscilla draws it and Kathy charts it, and it's got two charts in it. So if you are in our club, this is shipping right now. I got it Monday, and look how much I got done. I'm so excited. So I'm in the club, and I have all this done. So I'm not sure if I'll be finished by next week, but I'm super excited. So I'm going to be ready for Easter. And then in a little bit, you're going to see why I'm really going to be ready for Easter, because I'm working on something else Easter. I really like the colors in this one. I think it's really nice. Super cute. So I'm so excited. And then Fabric Flare, what I wanted to do was go ahead and show you guys, if you signed up for our Fabric Flare, club, this is your palette for the first until December. So this is your palette, and I'm going to show all of them, because if you're not in the club, maybe you just want to see them, or maybe you just want to buy them individually. So okay, so this is the first one. I'm just going to show them all to you, because I mean, who doesn't love looking at fabric? This is Historic Beige. Again, Fabric Flare. This one will be shipping in March. And again, on Fabric Flare, on one side it is white, completely white. And the other side is screen printed to look like this one, to look like a certain image. So this is Historic Beige. This is Pine Board, which is different than whitewash board. So on this one, if I was stitching, I would stitch probably with my board going horizontally. So I'm excited about that one. This one is Aqua. It's just called Aqua dyed. So that one has more of like if you just put it in the pot and stirred it up or something. I don't know, I'm not dyeing anything. I know if Priscilla and Chelsea ever get me to dye something, I know I've lost my mind. This one is Provence dyed. So this would look really great on, if you wanted to do like a Halloween design that didn't have a lot of purple, your orange, white, and blacks would stand out. I just like looking at this fabric. This one I have used a lot. This is whitewashed board. So it's similar to the pine board, and I would stitch it this direction. And if you wanted to see them next to each other, because that's how I would want to see it, you can see that one is much more white and brown versus gray. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. And this one is Cafe au Lait. And if you're not in the club, we have all of these for sale. So that one has the dyed look. This one is a checkerboard that is thicker or wider than some of the others we have. This one is called Stone Gingham. That's really pretty. So it's not a brown, and it's not a yellow, and it's not a gray. It's kind of a yellow brown. Yeah, beige.
Khaki.
Beige khaki color. This one I'm super excited to see what Cheryl stitches on it, because Cheryl loves Halloween. This is called
Cobweb.
Cobweb. It's so fancy. Oh, I love it. Okay, this is my least favorite. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. I know I shouldn't say that. This is Antique Sage dyed, and I don't really decorate with green, so I'm not really sure. But we wanted them all to be different. Okay, this one is one of our favorites. Denise likes it too. This one is called Snow on Blue. So, you know, you can really envision a lot of cross stitch on this. Like, if you took Lori Holt's Vintage Christmas and put it on this, it would be really pretty. So that is that club. It starts in March and it ships around the 15th of each month. And those are really big pieces. It's like a fat quarter. So if you have any questions on Fabric Flair Club, let me know. Our Stitch Quarterly, I'm going to do a big tease right now. I'm sure if you don't want to see anything, fast forward.
Look away now.
Oh yeah, what do you call that? Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
So here it is. So I was so lucky that Priscilla finished this for me. And this is the very top. I mean, obviously this brown gingham is covering the design, but we just wanted to tease it and say a big thank you to her for finishing it. This is a little board that we got at Hobby Lobby, I think. Let's see. It says Art Minds. So it's just a wooden, and then on the back, it's got like a little indent and you can hang it. So if you've signed up for Stitch Quarterly, this is your first design that you will be getting with the notions. So there's our club update, kind of our 3 club update.
All right, you had us all nervous that you were going to reveal the fabric.
What?
You're good. Oh, because you were talking where it was tied, the fabric that was hiding.
Oh, they were worried that it was going to fall down, and then y'all would see the piece, and then I would be in really trouble.
Mm-hmm. But we did not. Okay, so let's see. Question from Julie Washburn. Do you have a suggestion for a pattern for the purple, the fabric flare? I love the color.
We can come up, Cheryl can come up with something for next week. Cheryl, can you do that? Thanks. Cheryl's really good at like putting the fabric with the stuff.
Okay.
So
Terry
we'll
Lane.
kind of put that on the list for next week.
Yes. Terry Lane says, does stone gingham come in a linen or even weave?
This is a 14 count Ada, but it can come.
It can come if you're interested in that. We can order it. We'll just put that on the list to order. But in the club, we're only doing 14 count Ada.
All right. And Vicky Milburn says, do you think the cross-stitch designs would look good on pillows and table runners and not always framed?
Pillows for sure. Table runners, I would be a little bit nervous about, because people would set stuff on it. But pillows for sure. And on that Stitch Quarterly design, I'm actually going to do a video of turning it into a pillow so that you can see 2 different ways to finish it. So we also have some finishes. So this one, Cheryl did. It is by Little Stitch Girl. The pattern is called Loads of Love. She stitched on gray check 32 count Lugana. And you can see she just left the words Loads of Love off. So when she finishes it, she'll bring it back and we can show it like fully finished. So that is a new pattern. This is Snowy, which is the chock full previous. And Terry stitched this.
Oh.
She stitched on Fabric Flare, and the jar is Licorice Red.
That looks great.
So she did all of her jars red. This one I finished. This is Winter Monochromatic by Little House Needleworks. I finished. So this is my February Parade of Homes. So I am ahead of the game because it is the 12th. So I've got that. So those are our finishes from this week. And then we have whips that we have been working on. And I went ahead and decided to pull out my Mania. So I pulled this out yesterday. And this is Easter Wreath by Tiny Modernist, and I'm just stitching on 14 count white Wichell Ada. And so what I did on my my Mania is I went through with Denise yesterday because I'm like, you know what? I can't start all this stuff and not finish. So I started with 32 last year. I've already finished 12. 10 of them I decided that I didn't love, so I just put those the floss and I gave some of them away, and then the others I'm just putting all the floss back in my stash. So it's not like a loss, it's just I'm just going to use it for something else. So I have 10 left. So this one I'm going to finish, and I'm going to try to finish another one by next week so that I have 8 left over. And then when I start Mania this year, I will mix the ones that haven't been finished with new ones. So that is it's cute. It's got a lot of white space, and then I'm super excited about having Priscilla finish it, but it's like a circle, so that might be hard to finish. I also worked on Snow Village. So here's my Snow Village. So this was part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. So part 4 is Peppermint Parlor. Now you're going to notice that I have not done any of my back stitching. I want to do all of my back stitching at one time so that I have a consistent look, because I'm not the best at keeping my threads for back stitches consistent. So I'm going to do that all at the end, and then I'm going to start part 6, which is Frosted Hot Chocolate Shop, and that goes right here. So, and I'll show you the back since some of y'all asked to see my back. This is on an 18 count, so it's really, so that's how my back looks. So those are all the things we've been working on. Let me know if y'all have any questions on any of that before I keep going. I had said last week that I was going to show this. These are Lori Holt's 25. Oh no. Sorry, I just poked my finger, so let me fix it. So these are her 25 count Luganas, and so we just wanted you to be able to see the color difference when they're on top of each other. So I'm not going to hold it up. I'm going to have her zoom in. So Oatmeal is her original 25 count, so that is more of a traditional cross stitch look. Prim doesn't have any variegation, and she has something really big planned for this one, and this comes in a bigger piece, you can see, and the reason why is because of what we have on the works. Overcast is gray, super pretty. Cloud is white, so white is what we stitch the Valentine heart on, candy heart, and then this is Barley. So I would say from here my favorites are all of them. I can't pick. So our upcoming stitch along for Prim Village, she stitched on Oatmeal right here, and I am going to stitch mine on a different cloth, and I'm going to kind of look at that today and see now that there's all 5, so that you guys can see when we're doing it how it will look on a different cloth. So, and I think it helps to really just see it, you know, just the different variations of colors. We also have some new fabrics that we are getting requests for, some of the 28, some of the linen stuff. So this is Star Sapphire 28 count, so it is gray. Sandstone Tea 28 count, so you can see the color down here. China Pearl 28 count. This is Denise's favorite, and it is really, really pretty. It would look really good on Bloomtopia. This is Touch of Blue 28 count. Optical White 28 count. And we had some questions on we had some questions on why we have more Wichell than Zweigart and then she said, Zweigart, because Zweigart is really good, and why don't we have more Zweigart, because that's the brand that Lori uses. And the reason why is it comes on a bolt. And so we cut that down, and that's not a big deal. It's not hard to do that, but you get like a ton of cuts. And so most of our customers buy Ada. They buy the 10 count, they buy the 25 count, and the 14 count. Most of our customers don't buy linen. We sell very little of it, so we will be adding Zweigart, but we just have to do it a little bit at a time, or we'll go bankrupt because we don't sell that much of that. So that is the answer to that. We just got Waxing Moon Snowman Trio, and this one they do a lot of trios with houses. So this one is a snowman. Vintage Sewing Set by Tiny Modernist. So this is kind of a pre-market release. This is Hippity Hoppity by Shannon Christine Designs. And I will say Shannon Christine Designs are selling really well. And this is Spring Home by Shannon Christine. So, and then we have some shout outs to give for everyone working on all of the different things.
Yes.
Oh, and then also we have Hello Spring. We're going to pop that up. This is a brand new pattern by Stitching with the Housewives. It came out the last couple of days. It's a PDF on our site. So it's a very low price PDF. You can also buy it on their website, which is, they have an Etsy site. But this is called Hello Spring, a very low price pattern. What they did is they put a little chicken in a Ray Dunn mug, and just a big shout out to them for letting us sell the PDF. We really appreciate it. And on Friday, they're going to have another one. And so check out Friday for another one. And it's super cute. I've seen it.
Okay, so we had Parade of Homes.
Yes.
Shout-outs.
So this one is Maker Mahar. And so she is doing, let's see which one, Hometown Holidays. So super cute. And then the stay-at-home quilter, she's got March done, and that is the Country Cottage of the Month. And Simple Sewer, so that is Home of a Needleworker. That is a little house pattern, and on that one comes with the floss in it. And so we have had some questions on some of the pattern packs that have floss. They want them without the floss. And unfortunately, that's the only way that they are sold. So that's an answer to that question that we are getting. Wendy Blodgett, she is doing Snow Village. I think that's part 2. And then Ilari Sermani, she is doing, let's see, Snow Village. Cottage of the Snow S Village, Lantern Lane. I'm not sure. That's cute. It's Country Cottage. And then this is Creative Aquel, and this is Cinnamon Stars by Plum Street Samplers. It's really pretty.
I think it's Creative Raquel.
Oh, sorry. What did I say?
Raquel.
Sorry. Okay. Creative Raquel. Sorry. And then Aggie Rachel, she's doing the Spring House Trio. So that is the same designer that I just showed the brand new Snowman Trio. So she's doing, and then that one has 3 of the seasons. Or it's not. It's actually spring. Sorry. So she's doing one of those. So that's cute. And then Java Girl Stitches, she is doing lots. So she did the Valentine, Craft Here, and then Home of a Needleworker. And then Donna Sturm, she is making progress on her Snow Village. So she's starting with the top row. And then Beth Daniels, oh my gosh, she's caught up. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. And then if you want to see the very next one, late yesterday, they showed the very next one. So if you're in the club and want to see the sneak peek, it's on their Instagram. And then there's that. And then we have some regular shout outs. We've got Miss Andrea Quilts, and that is Bringing Home the Tree by Lori Holt. I love that frame. Oh, and she says it's a $5.99 clearance frame from Hobby Lobby, so that is even more awesome. And then this is Carrots and Cottontails. This is Priscilla Blaine and Hands On Design. And this is NS Merkt on Instagram. And then the red thimble. So that is loads of fun. That is, there's 3 patterns that go in that series, and that is by Hands On Design, and it's a laundry series. And then, oh, look, she's got more. There, she did all 3. So that's super cute. So I bet, oh, and she put it on that is a Fabric Flare white washboard. Mm-hmm. And this is Connie Dunn. And oh, there you go. There is the brand new Hello Spring pattern by Priscilla and Chelsea. So she was fast. Mm-hmm. And this is another one of the trio patterns by Waxy Moon, Valentine Trio by Pinker Pumpkin Quilting. Pinker Pumpkin Quilting. And then there we go. I would love for you guys to follow us on social media. Our Facebook is FQSX Stitch. Our Instagram is FQSX Stitch. And of course, our YouTube is Fat Quarter Shop FlossTube. We would love for you to subscribe to all of our things and definitely like all our videos. And let me know if there's any questions or anything. Sorry.
Yeah, so we have some comments. Nadine Merrick said you should do a draw prize for people willing to show their backs, LOL. I thought that was just funny.
Oh, like, that is a funny. We should do a contest and then have you have a hashtag for it. So let's do that.
Ooh, we'll plan on that.
We'll do that soon before somebody else takes the idea.
Also, Nadine, is that your puppy in the picture? We would love to know. There's a doggy in her picture. It's really cute. It's not. I'm sure it's not like a little puppy, but all dogs are puppies to me. And then Daisy Tolson, she said, "I need to catch up. We got a puppy unexpectedly, so I have been busy."
Oh,
that's amazing. Is it your puppy? What is its name? We would love to know. But that's all we got for now.
Yay! So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Have a great week.
All right, bye.